last month here. And I would love to bring out now someone known as the Love Machine, Tino Valentino.
Rob Moore, I thought you had a new name.
Well, unfortunately, I cannot lay claim to that one.
So, Rob, you don't go home and tell your wife I'm the new Love Machine?
No, I think she's pretty well figured that out.
Okay.
She's sitting next to me, but she can't hear what I'm saying on the microphone, apparently.
How familiar are you with Tino Valentino?
Well, I have seen him wrestle several times, and he has a lot of great potential. And also, he does care quite a bit about his looks, and apparently the female fans do as well. He's got, as I said, a lot of potential, but he's got a hard row to hoe here coming up tonight.
Yeah.
And besides, anyone whose normal ring entrance music consists of one of the big 80s hits of George Michael, I can go with that.
I'm glad to see you got your priorities in order, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Now, last time I was here, I know. I was about to remind everyone and myself. I did. I lost. I put my All-Star Pro Championship on the line. I was so confident, huh? It was not. You're right. You're right. See, two people here. They already know. They already know. Oh. Now, JD Griffey, you have something that I want back. I want it back. I came in here thinking I was a defending champion. We don't need him back. But I want him back because he has that gold. He has that gold that was mine. But it's okay. JD, I know you just had a match, but I want you out here right now, man. Face to face in the middle of the ring. Come on.
Well, to ask for the current champion to come back out here after the match he had.
And what a match that was. I saw it. Is just incredible. Got kind of a doubtful end, but things happen.
Okay, this is interesting now because JD Griffey has said he is not with Nigel Rabid, but yet here comes Nigel.
Well, let's see what Nigel has in mind here, coming up to ringside.
Tino Valentino. You know, I know I'm not the fella that you expected. I know you wanted someone else to come out.
Yeah.
But, well, let's face it, right now, you're coming to the table with nothing but your good looks and your talent. However, that doesn't entice the All-Star Pro champion to put his belt on the line. And so I thought that perhaps I'd give you an opportunity. May I?
Floor's yours.
Beat him up! Y'all both suck! Punch! Punch Nigel! Punch Nigel! Punch Nigel!
Tino,
Punch Nigel!
Tino, what I'd like to offer you is a chance at the Texoma Pro World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, my goodness.
What I want to offer you is an opportunity to test your mettle against one of the greatest to ever lace his boots. I want to give you an opportunity to walk into All-Star Pro, Texoma Pro, Red River Wrestling, and declare you are not just La Máquina de Amor, but that you are the man. Now, if you don't feel that you're up for it, if you don't feel that you can handle this challenge, I'll leave right now. It's okay. And no harm, no foul. I mean, you're a very talented man, but I can understand. Charlie's intimidating. So if you you don't want me to, I'll just leave right now.
I don't ever back down from anyone, no matter how size, how big, how tough they are. I am a máquina de love machine. What? I have nothing but love, because love will power hate and everything else in this world. So no matter Charlie has to come out here and you want to test me, let's go, baby, let's do it over here.
Do you folks want to see Tino Valentino start off against Charlie Haas? The World Heavyweight Championship right here in this ring tonight.
And these fans don't really like Tino Valentino, do they?
Well, I think we've got nothing left to do but bring out your opponent.
Well, here we go, Mr. Rob Moore.
Yes, indeed. We could be about to see an historic match here at the Sherman Elks Lodge, or we could see a man mangled to death. Maybe both.
I'm going to take the latter on that one. I mean, I get Tino's got a lot of fight in him. He's ready to roll, but he's thinking titles. But you're talking about a man who's held a belt for almost a year.
A man who's held many belts over the years of his illustrious career. And the proof is in the pudding right there. Charlie Haas. Nice catch, Nigel.
I saw him practice that earlier.
Hey, Tino, are you sure about this?
I mean, I'm questioning his sanity. No, nobody wants a very focused Charlie Haas, that's for sure.
This is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the Texoma Pro Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Amarillo, Texas, weighing 180 pounds, the Love Machine, Tino Valentino. And from Edmond, Oklahoma, weighing 235 pounds, he is the Texoma Pro World Heavyweight Champion, the awesome Charlie
These fans don't appreciate a true champion like Charlie Haas.
I think some do, some don't. That's how it goes around here sometimes. Charlie Haas, of course, has had a long, illustrious career. He started out mainly in the tag team scene with partners such as his late brother Russ Haas, also Shelton Benjamin, with whom he's won titles in several different organizations. But what we're seeing right now is the Charlie Haas who is the Texoma Pro World Champion, the Charlie Haas who, quite frankly, guys, does not play well with others.
Charlie went outside, biding a little time, and kind of where he gets kind of motivation to get that extra pissed off feeling that he normally gets. Sorry to use that kind of language, but it is Charlie Haas after all.
Well, I think it's pretty much 24/7 as far as Charlie's concerned. He knows what it's like to hold and defend a championship, going all the way back to his days at Seton Hall University and the amateur ranks.
All right. Yeah, Charlie's going to get there and get in there in the power struggle there. That's just dominating your will right there.
Nice bridge by Tino Valentino, though, coming back up. Let's see what happens here.
Not enough for Tino to bring him over. Trying to reverse it. Into a nice little reversal there.
Nice wrist lock, putting both hands on the mat now. And Tino, oh my. That's not good for Charlie. Stomp on those hands, that could take away a great deal of the offense.
One thing about Charlie Haas, he's got his knees, he's got his feet, he's got his head. There's a lot of stuff he can do to mount an offense. He'll need just his hands.
Charlie Haas is one of those guys who is dangerous with really just about any part of his body. His arms, his legs, his head, of course, his mind. He has one of the greatest minds in professional wrestling, so that's something you really have to look out for.
Yeah, his wrestling IQ is a lot higher than a lot of people who step foot in that ring.
Tino Valentino trying to fight his way out this side headlock, firing in the right hands, backing up Charlie Haas, and, well, he finally did send Charlie into the ropes. High flying dropkick. Oh my goodness, I don't think Charlie Haas was looking for that. Big forearm, and looks like Tino Valentino is building up some steam here. Oh, look at that. Rolling him up. I thought he was going to go for the cover, but instead he, oh my. That's unique. Moonsault, 1, 2, and oh my goodness, we nearly saw a new champion.
Come on, Nigel. Get over there and talk to your guy.
Rarely do I ever see Nigel Rabid worried when it comes to his protege Charlie Haas in the ring, but oh, here comes Valentino running around Rabid and going after Charlie Haas. Tino Valentino certainly with something to prove here tonight.
Oh, right into the steps.
I don't think anyone was expecting this.
What's going on in Nigel's head right now? He's the one who issued this challenge to Tino Valentino, and now here his guy is getting pretty much beaten down on the outside.
Nigel could be thinking about the fact that the winner's share of the purse, as Gorilla Monsoon used to say, could very well be flying away.
Can you imagine the Texoma Pro Heavyweight Champion Tino Valentino?
I'll tell you what, if things keep going the way they've been going, it could happen.
Well, I mean, if Nate Collins was smart, we'd have had a new Texoma or new River champion.
Uh-oh, Tino Valentino looks like he's got both arms underhooked.
Charlie's got him in the power aspect, though. Look at that. Oh, wait a minute.
Going for the Gary Von Erich World Championship pin, too, and only a 2 count there.
Oh.
Haas misses with the right hand. Haas with an arm bar. Sends him into the ropes, misses with the right hand. Oh my goodness.
That's a face plant right there.
Tino Valentino going for a head scissors, but Charlie Haas very, very quick on the draw there.
That's one thing about Charlie Haas. He's very unorthodox, right? I mean, a lot of his moves, sometimes they're just brutal. I mean, they don't make any sense. They're just brutal. And he puts them on you too. So he keeps you on the ground, keeps him getting back up. That's why he's your champion.
And sometimes he'll pull something out from the amateur ranks, and quite frankly, not everyone in professional wrestling is as well versed in amateur moves as Charlie Haas is. And he'll pull something out and beat somebody decisively. Oh, there goes Valentino all the way to the floor.
Well, you may mention it earlier, but think about it. He was in part of a team with a former, two-time Olympic gold champion. So, I'm sure whatever Mr. Kurt Angle was able to teach him back in the old days, I'm sure Charlie Haas took that to heart and bettered his game from it.
That's right. The teachings of Team Angle continuing to bear fruit in the career of Charlie Haas, and he is just going after with some kind of vengeance now against Tino Valentino.
Now, I talked to Charlie Haas on Offshoots TV a few months back, and he was saying he's having the most fun right now doing what he's doing because he doesn't care. And that's the thing, when you don't care and you have championships, you can do what you want to do. You can get disqualified, you can count it out. They can't take the belt off you.
Meanwhile, Nigel Rabid brings the cricket bat into play, but backs up and says, "What? I didn't do anything."
I missed that. What happened?
Well, he used his cricket bat while Charlie Haas had the referee turned around, and Tino Valentino is certainly feeling the effects of that right now.
Well, I'm sure Tino's never seen a cricket bat before, so this is probably a new thing for him.
Well, that's entirely possible. He probably wouldn't know what it's for, but
it would help hitting a pinata with it.
Well, I suppose you could do that, but Charlie Haas, he's just on the verge of totally losing it here against Tino Valentino. By losing it, I mean losing his decorum, so to speak. Because Charlie Haas, once he gets going, and there's very little that can be done to stop him.
Yeah, when he loses his decorum, as you called it, that's when he's at his best.
his best and most dangerous.
And possibly worse.
He is just working over the hand and wrist, the left hand and wrist of Tino Valentino.
That is a lot of weight being put on Tino's shoulder right now.
Indeed it is, and it looks like he's trying to hyperextend the elbow as well. Charlie Haas driving in the knee. Tossing Valentino in the corner and kicking against that arm.
If that was Charlie Haas, I'd tie Tino's hair into the ropes and start kicking him.
Well, don't say that too loudly. That's something he probably would do.
You mean actually taking the guy and putting him in the corner and tying his hair to the ropes? Don't say that really loudly.
Well, he's closer to the middle of the ring now,
okay.
So he probably couldn't hear that.
I don't want to shout anymore, sir.
Well, good. We're at the Sherman Elks Lodge, Sherman, Texas, with Red River Wrestling.
Yes, kind of flows off the tongue, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Red River Wrestling. Certainly a lot of great athletes have come from Texas and Oklahoma. I think of Oklahoma wrestling. I think of men like Danny Hodge, men like Jack and Jerry Briscoe.
How about Charlie Haas? He's from Edmond, Oklahoma.
Absolutely. As was mentioned in the introductions, Steve Dr. Death Williams, he's another all-time great from Oklahoma.
Also your current Texoma Pro Oklahoma champion, Dane Griffin.
That's right, and boy, I've seen him tonight for the first time in a long time, and he hasn't lost a step.
No, I think he likes you, so I think you're safe. Apparently he doesn't like Tony very well.
Well, Tino's out on the floor, and referee with some words for Charlie Haas. The referee probably should get that count started. Nigel Rabid, in the meantime, working his way around the corner. No telling what kind of chicanery he's getting into.
Well, obviously Nigel's trying to help Tino out here. I mean, he wants a fair match for Charlie Haas.
Well, I don't know. I think I know Nigel a little better than that. But here comes Charlie Haas. He's going to drag Tino back into that ring. Pulling him in by the hair, pretty much. Oh, reversal by Valentino. Fires in the right hand, but notice the left arm of Valentino seems to be just hanging there.
It's just dangling right now. But he's still making time to do that.
Well, wrong time to say the word dangling, but here comes Valentino across the ring. Oh, he misses and hits the corner.
Look at you with the comedy, sir.
I've been known to come up with one every once in a while.
That's why you're a Hall of Famer.
Oh, big boot to the left arm.
Back to business right there. That's one thing about Charlie Haas. He comes to the ring, he is all business.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he does a lot of crazy things to incite the crowd. That works to his advantage, though.
And Haas, oh my goodness, over the top, but he lands on the apron. Big kick there by Valentino. Don't know where that came from, but he's climbing up to the top rope. Haas, I don't think knows where he is. Valentino is starting to pick things up here.
Oh, no.
Left arm virtually useless at this point, though. Leg is hooked, and only two.
I'm willing to bet you, had he had both arms, he could have gotten a 3 count.
It's very, very possible, but Tino Valentino is certainly feeling the effects of this battle he's had here tonight against Charlie Haas for the title.
Charlie's hurting too. That knee is really starting to hurt on him. That was a smart move by Charlie Haas.
Oh, he hits that rail, that post rather.
Oh, it's metal. It hurts either way. Oh, that's not going to be pretty.
DDT's that left arm.
Right into a submission, too. I think the referee's smart. You go ahead and call it right now.
He probably should for the well-being of Tino Valentino's career from here on.
I mean, I can't tell from my vantage point, but I think Tino's saying he quits.
Well, I have no indication of that from where I am, but he's in bad shape. The referee is checking the arm. If it goes down 3 times, then that's going to be it for Tino Valentino. 2, 1 more, and this is going to be it. And there you go. Charlie Haas has successfully defended the Texoma Pro World Heavyweight Championship.
A little light work there for Charlie Haas tonight. He's the only man I know that can win a match and still feel pretty angry about it.
And I see the logic in what you just said, but Charlie Haas, he looks like he can still fight anybody. If anybody wants to challenge him, well, good luck.
Hey, no one knocked him off the top yet, so mask or no mask, he is still the man here in Sherman, Texas. He's your Texoma Pro Heavyweight Champion here at Red River Wrestling. He's even willing to go to different promotions to defend that title.
Who in Red River is going to be able to defeat Charlie Haas? Who in Texoma Pro can do it?
Time will only tell, sir. Thank you so much for joining us here, sir. It is an honor to call a match with you, as always.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm happy to do it. Thank you all for the invitation.
You are more than welcome, sir. There he is, everybody. Rob Moore.